No, what I was coming to the moot point on Sindoor now, that Sindoor obviously is used by the Hindu women. And Sindoor, because of Operation Sindoor, has now become a symbol. My question to you, Sanjay, is that how do you think BJP and Prime Minister Modi will use the symbolism of Sindoor in the coming days and months? Will it will it replace this bulldozer justice, and will it become a new form of justice, in the sense, because the manner in which he spoke, the tone, the tenor, and the flamboyance with which he spoke, it seemed that this is like a new war cry. Everything will be in the name of Sindoor. Whatever Prime Minister Modi does will be in the name of Sindoor. And obviously, without even an iota of realization that he is ending up humiliating and insulting the women of the country.
Well, if you need proof of how the BJP looks at women, you got to look at how they treated the women wrestlers on the streets of Delhi, who were asking for what? A justice against a BJP MP who is a sexual predator, and totally ignored by the government, totally ignored by Mr. Modi himself. You remember that ugly, horrific picture that emerged from Manipur when it broke into the national limelight. We saw what happened. It happened under the BJP administration. They were keeping it under wraps. Shall we remember Bilkis Banu's rapists being released on India's 75th anniversary of the Indian independence? I mean, that this government has scant respect for women other than tokenism. I think I have to say this very honestly. I do hope the people of this country, men, women, children, everyone sees through any political party, in this case the BJP for sure, for manipulating their susceptible emotions in such a crude and a savage manner, in situations or circumstances that demand decency, sobriety, regret, even an apology. Honestly, Nilu, I believe that India's Prime Minister, whether it's Modi or anybody there, should have told the unfortunate victims of the Pahalgam massacre, the families who were there, we are sorry for what happened. Because we created this environment that everything is okay, it's hunky-dory. And, you want to look at women's cases, Himanshi Narwal,
Yes.
I mean, such a brave woman, a widow at such a young age. She got trolled for saying that please do not attack the Kashmiris and the Indian Muslims, and let's be one. Otherwise, you're falling into the Pakistan trap. That's what the terrorists wanted. And the entire right-wing system hounded her in a bloodthirsty manner. It was absolutely not just regrettable, it was brutal. Colonel Sofia Qureshi and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh are sitting there as spokesperson of our defense services. Is that meant to be just a cosmetic, theatric stunt in the eyes of the government? Can you respect women, please? I mean, this to me is the real worry that I have. That the BJP is so obsessed with optics that it is allowing BJP leaders to kind of mock Sofia Qureshi, and no action has been taken against that gentleman, if I can use the word gentleman. The court had to suo moto file an FIR.
Absolutely.
These gentlemen continue to be the celebrated heroes of this party. So, bottom line, Nilu, I don't know how much time do you have with me at the moment, but I do believe that the people of India have to do the questioning. The opposition is doing its bit. To full credit to the Congress, it supported the government, but when it has seen the government very callously and in a manner which I believe is almost close to being shameless, exploit the entire messaging for its political gains, then I think the Congress is asking very pertinent questions. It's the people of India too who will have to wake up and say, I need to know answers to what happened in Pahalgam, what happened in Pulwama, and are we truly risk-free as all these speeches seem to indicate?
But one last question, my last two questions to you, Sanjay. That this angry young man tone of Prime Minister Modi. In fact, many people were mocking at Prime Minister Modi yesterday when he said this line that "Hamare nason mein garam sindoor behta hai," and everybody said that this looks like a dialogue straight out of some 1970s Bollywood script of Salim Javed, and even he would wriggle in himself while seeing what Prime Minister Modi is speaking. I'm just wondering that the people who are writing his speeches, or even if he's saying it impromptu, doesn't he realize what kind of harm he's doing to himself eventually? Because people are not getting driven by his muscular tone at all now.
Neelu, I can tell you that I don't think Mr. Modi has ever entertained the concept of being a statesman of the kind Pandit Nehru was, or the kind of very elevated. She made some mistakes for sure, but Mrs. Gandhi was above the ordinary level of politicking. You can blame her for many games she played and where she went wrong. But right down from Narasimha Rao, BJP's own Atal Bihari Vajpayee, PV Narasimha Rao, Dr. Manmohan Singh. I think all these leaders, they were all politicians, not Dr. Manmohan Singh himself. But all of them knew that end of day, you have to draw the line in the sand somewhere. And I feel Mr. Modi is clear that he is a politician and he's going to speak like one. He's going to appeal to the basic, what he believes is the visceral instinct of the common man. And if he believes there's any opportunity or scope for him to make that person feel an emotive tsunami within, which will make him believe that Mr. Modi is the only answer to India's problems, he is going to stoop to conquer. And I think, there are leaders and leaders, right? You've got to know, like there is a Donald Trump in America who is perhaps conducting himself in such a shambolic manner that I think I can't believe that Abraham Lincoln and so many great leaders from an FDR down to a John F. Kennedy, even Ronald Reagan, Barack Obama, that they all actually are from the same country. I mean, Donald Trump is an absolute scamster, right? He doesn't care. Now, coming back to Mr. Modi is telling himself that, listen, I'm a successful politician. Even when I did not do well in 2024, I managed to keep enough seats to form the government. So he's very clear that I don't have to probably pretend to be at this point the big universal champion of democracy or liberty or even upholding the great constitutional values. If I'm able to get away with several compromises, destruction of the institutions, the threat to free press, sectarianism spreading by the day, making political capital out of a military operations. If he believes it will deliver for him in Bihar or elections next year, I don't think he's going to stop at all. Therefore, I think this is a very interesting dynamic. Unlike Balakot, which happened right at the time of the election, I think the political or the electoral windfall was immediate and the BJP swept that election.
Yes.
Remember, they had got routed in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan, and Rahul Gandhi's star was on the ascendancy. This time, I think the opposition has learned from that mistake. They have supported the government, but they have realized, hang on, here is the same political party that actually got Wing Commander Abhinandan as part of the posters. You remember all the speeches that the BJP made. And Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, when they questioned them, the public mindset was such, they were like, and it's understandable. It's a national security problem. Everyone comes together, whichever government is in power. So you can't blame the people for that. In this case, I think the people have wisened up. They are not happy with Donald Trump being a third-party interventionist in what ought to have been a bilateral battle with the BJP. The narrative war has been lost by India, that's for sure. And we are hyphenated now with Pakistan all over again. And here is the point. I think the common person is more aware today. And the opposition, and in full credit to the Congress, although some people in the Congress are also going over the top. But by and large, the party has maintained a very strong focus on what the BJP and Mr. Modi and Mr. Jaishankar are articulating. And that's good politics, because politics is not about just giving a carte blanche to the other party because you face a crisis at the border. If that party in government is not able to keep the people of this country safe, it is the job of every opposition leader. In fact, it should be the job of BJP MPs to question their own government. You see, the BJP has now become so controlled by one or two people that they are voiceless. So let's not even waste our time on them. In an ideal democracy, Mr. Modi's biggest threat should have been from within the BJP, not even from the opposition.
Absolutely.
Because, the opposition is not going to suddenly get 250 seats. That's where I would like to leave this conversation at.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Always a pleasure having you on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Neelu.